the members are Ms. Priyo Paras as the leader of opposition, Muhammad Afafakan as the deputy leader of opposition, Sifat Ain as the opposition member, and Fadinda as opposition whip. And don't forget that we also have two educators here. They are Dinda Tanjung and Rita Kautani. And was we also join 20 educator, timekeeper, and all participants here. I would like to say about homeschooling for all primary students in the country. At the times, a lot of public educational institutions could be feasible for the education of children today, as informal education, structural and impressed force makes students feel depressed, so they could not undergo the further learning part of a sense of distrust of formal school because the curriculum is constantly changing.
Mr. Paras, as the leader of opposition, standing here to rebut the arguments of the Prime Minister and by delivering arguments. So, homeschooling is an informal education path that is carried out at home, under the guidance of parents and the family, which isn't carried out in formal places and situations in general. Indeed, parents take on the first responsibility to teach their children the basic knowledge, study basic knowledges, but also encourage creativities in various forms such as sports, extracurriculars, field trips, etc. which make these activities function to instill a socialized and society spirit for students in the world of college. Also, in fact, not all faculty in college can accept the quota Type C diploma. For example, faculty of medicine, aka doctors, nursing faculty, pharmacy faculty.
Okay, thank you. That was all with the position during the motion. Alright, now to hear from Deputy Prime Minister. Please step forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Deputy Prime Minister of the opening government. I would like to say a few statements to rebut from the opposite side and to provide additional arguments. Homeschooling allows parents to keep an eye on their child's social environment. Homeschooling will be ready to enter the real world because duration and ways of learning that suit their children's interests, abilities, and learning. The teacher or tutor also positions himself not as a teacher, but as a study partner. Homeschooling also helps children develop more, understand themselves, and their role in the real world with freedom of opinion, reject or agree on certain values without having to feel afraid of getting
Okay, thank you for your opinion. Let's continue on with the speaker of the opposition, the leader of opposition. Please step forward.
Alright. I will add more detail in which my leader opposition has delivered before. First, the effect on homeschooling for all primary students. Physical activity. Of course, where in traditional schools, children generally involved in a physical education so that they can involve themselves. The Center for Education Statistics, only about 4% of students had been victims of bullying in a survey with 50,000 respondents. But when you have homeschoolers who don't always interact with other people, along with the fact that most homeschoolers are introverts, researchers estimate that it could be much harder for this group. The absence of curriculum structure has allowed.
Let's give a time for our educators to discuss about the both team that already gave the debate, and for that I was going to invite the government member. Please step forward.
Okay, my name is Jenny, as government member. We will rebut the degree of learning. For the degree of learning, said that homeschooling is not effective. Okay, according to school, homeschooling in Indonesia occurred as a result of a sense of distrust of formal schools because the curriculum is constantly children live and grow according to their own nature. Educators can only care for and guide the growth of the nature. The current formal education of all subjects. How can students develop their abilities and creativity if they are limited by the SSE system? It is different from homeschooling. The learning system in homeschooling frees students to choose students according to their interests and talent. Students will be more creative because they are happy with what they are doing.
Going in the year of remember is helpful.
Okay, I want to read the argument by the group member. Homeschooler are like interaction with people because they are isolated from society, while public schools provide environment and other opportunities to socialize. Socialization requires peer contact, which is automatically present in public schools. As a result, homeschooling cannot effectively come to peer contact. One of the most glaring
Thank you. My duty as a government whip is to give my rebuttal as best as I can. Because of my team arguments, I will also summarize the case. But before that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning to all of us, honorable educators, the expert timekeeper, the wonderful chairperson, worthy opponent, and loyal comrades. So the Prime Minister, before that, I want to rebut Shifa argument, and that is when she said homeschool children are not independent. I disagree because homeschool children are more independent, especially in that age, because they have their most strong support with them, and who is that? That is right, their parents. The parents know which is best for them and teach them to explore more about themselves. Okay, so the Prime Minister argument said that homeschooling is teaching and learning activities which doing at home, or in other words, we can say family-based school. According to Arif Dr. Rahman MPD, in his book, homeschooling can accommodate the potential of children's influence. With this, we can conclude that homeschooling can be used as a more efficient container for building children's character compared to schools in general. Since the parents have full control over the child itself, and homeschooling exactly offers freedom and flexibility which allows the children to explore many things with other platforms that exist. Whether it is based on their cartoon, their neighborhood friends, their mind using their imagination from the cartoon, or they have watched or themselves. It also can be used as a tool to develop their interests and talents more efficiently since they got their parents with them. According them to play roles with their children, parents can spend time in harmony with their children watching superhero cartoons and making scenes and playing with their children as happened in the cartoon. This way, when the learning period arrives, parents don't have to bother teaching their children about available material. Parents can make an example according to the interest of the child and make the lesson more fun. I believe that some child got more pressure in the public is more flexible since the parents have full control over the children's goal. Homeschooling not just have advantages for the children but also for the parents itself, because parents can draw closer to their spouse as they homeschool their children together. This may increase the harmony in the family, because lack of harmony in the family may lead to children to disharmonious family conditions. It will make children tend to be aggressive and rude to others. In addition, it does not hesitate to give any
The two side, the parents, it could be the father or the mother, didn't have a good education background, so they don't have much knowledge to, or let's just say limited knowledge to teach their children.
The simple answer is their parents is not ready to have children because they can control whether when they want to do their job or spending time with their parents and with their child. Thank you. English did. Where are we? Oh, that's with homeschooling. With homeschooling, parents can provide their children with religious and ethical instruction for their loved one and tell to them that they are not ready for social media and too much games, and teach the children more self-development issues for their next move in the real world. In conclusion, homeschooling is a choice and alternative repertoire education for parents in improving the quality of education, developing the value of faith, and want a more pleasant learning atmosphere while maintaining the harmony in the family. The kids have the freedom to study whenever they want. That's what I'm very proud to propose.
As for the last part of this debate, the opposition, please step forward.
Okay, the conclusion of our team's argument are: the first, homeschoolers are not good as a social life. By choosing homeschooling will make children more socialization, such as playing with friends their age. Homeschooler will lose the opportunities to try a social for your argument.
Alright, that was the last speaker of today's debate. The opposition is arguing against the motion. Now, let's give a time for our educators to discuss about the voting that already gave their arguments. Chair.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will explain about the manner and method. Accountability with the motions and arguments from government side is quite relevant and very important to the motion. Homeschooling for all primary studies in the country. On the other side, on the other hand, the opposition side of also present is something quite worthy and but intonation and emotion less regular. Method by the government side have an organized argument structure with quite good.
Of the points, it can be concluded that government side can have more control over the material and how to present the motion. So the winner is government side.